welcome to my channel, and this is Sweetie's Paradise. And today I'm here with you guys with a special video because we hit 118 subscribers, and thank you so much everyone for all of your love and support. And today the special video will be that how to make an eggless vanilla cake. So let's get started. To make the cake, we need something to mix the cake or make the batter, right? So in 3, 2, 1. Here we have a bowl, and in this bowl, first of all, we need to add 1 cup of sugar. Okay, so we need to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. So I have over here 1 cup of powdered sugar. I measured it into a small bowl. So now we have to pour it into the bowl. It's not flour, by the way. It looks like kind of a flour, but it's not flour. The powdered sugar. Now we have to add 1/4 cup of oil. So now we'll be pouring the oil. Okay, so done pouring the oil. Now we have to mix it with a beater. So I have this beater which I will be using to just mix the sugar and the oil. We have to mix it properly. It will kind of look like a cream, but it will not be a cream because it will be a part of the batter. So you have to mix it properly. Okay, so I'm done mixing it, and you will find out like a chunky type of mixture. You can see. Now we have to add 1 cup of flour. Okay, so we have to add 1 cup of flour. So over here I have 1 cup of flour and a sieve. So we have to sieve the flour well so we can get rid of the lumps. I will be pouring all of it together and just mix it. Okay, so I have a spoon over here, and then I will be mixing it together and sieve it with the siever. Okay, so now I'm done sieving the flour into the bowl. Now we need to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to be taking the right amount. So I'm using a normal teaspoon, which you can see, and I'll be pouring it. Oh, sorry. Actually, we had to add 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we have to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm pouring it into the bowl, which you can see. Okay. Now you just have to eyeball it and just put a little bit of salt, not too much. Now after all of that mixtures, now we again have to put 1/4 cup of oil into the mixture. Now after that, we have to pour 1/3 cup of milk. Just pour all of that. Then after all that, we just have to mix all of the ingredients together. Just mix them well because we need the batter to be taste very well. We just have to mix them all together in a beater. Okay, now over here, that time I gave 1/4 cup of milk, right? You saw. So now I'm adding a little bit more milk because I feel like the mixture is a little bit too chunky. So I'm adding more milk. Sorry, it will be 1/3 cup of milk. So I'm adding a little bit more. Like I added 1/4 cup of milk. It doesn't mean that you have to put exactly the amount. It actually depends on your mixture. If you need more, you can add more because the mixture can be chunky. So now I have to mix well, and until the batter gets well, I will be keep adding the milk and mix it well. Mixing it all. Okay, so now I'm done with my mixture. You guys can see I actually add the milk until the batter is fully like a little bit thick, not too much like, what should I say, watery. So this is now how my mixture looks like. Okay, now as I'm done with the mixture, I need something to bake the cake, right? So over here I have an oven-proof bowl. So you guys can use the micro oven like the cake molds, but I am using this type of bowls because my cake is really small, and I prefer to just use a normal oven-proof bowl. And then we need the parchment paper, like a baking paper. Now we'll be just tracing it. We'll like eyeball it and just see the shape and just cut off the rest. Okay, so over here I have a scissor and I will be just cutting off the extra sides by seeing like the shape. It's also okay if you don't cut it as a shape, but I'm just wanting to cut it because I feel good to cut it. Okay, so I cut it the shape. Now I will just put it inside the bowl like this. After I'm done putting the baking paper, I will be taking just a little bit of oil, not too much. Just a little bit so the cake does not get stuck to the paper. And then just do this. So I'm back again. So over here successfully my cake is ready. So now we'll be taking it off into an plate. Okay, so I have a plate over here and I will be just pulling the parchment paper into the plate. Oh my god. The cake is very small. I made it small because I didn't want it to be too big. I just wanted to make a very small cake. Now I just have to take off the side parchment paper. Okay, so over here I have the cake. Now it's time to do some decorating. Okay, so over here I have some chocolates. And with some gems. So let's get to decorating. So before I decorate, I have some chocolates which I will be melting it into the oven. Okay, so I will be taking all of the chocolates and just putting it into the small bowl. You can use any type of chocolate. You guys can use like whipped cream also, plus also you guys can use like white chocolate, different kinds of chocolate, but I used just milk chocolates, like a normal chocolates which you can find in just a normal shop. So I just got a normal chocolate because try to avoid using dark chocolate, because if you use the dark chocolate it will just ruin the taste of the cake, you know. Okay, so now I have all of the chocolates. Now I will be melting it in the oven. Okay, so I'm done melting the chocolate. And other than the chocolate, I baked the cake for 7 minutes straight. And over here you can see the chocolate and it turned a little bit chunky. So for that we're going to be using just a bit of milk to make it more melted. Okay, so over here I have some milk. I will just pour a little bit of milk, not too much. And just mix it. Mix all the chocolates together. See, it's turning into a very melted type of chocolate. Okay, so my melted chocolate is now ready. Now I will... just spray. Okay, so I'm done spreading it. At last I added a little bit more milk into the chocolate, melted chocolate, because I felt like I wanted to be a little bit more melted. So that is what I did. Okay, so now I have some gems and I will be like just putting it, just decorate it on top of the cake. So it looks a little bit more colorful. I'll be just spreading it randomly to make it colorful. Wow. Okay, so I'm done with my cake. Over here you can see I tried my best to make it as nice and beautiful as I can. So I think it's really great, but next time I will try it more better. The last thing, and thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like, share and press the notification bell so you guys can be notified and be the first to watch newly posted videos like this. And thank you for 118 subscribers. Bye!